Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Zoronden, and you are tuned into yet another Starcraft 2 match, and this, of course, is Pro Saturday. So this will be two pro gamers going against each other, and let's go ahead and check out who they are. In the bottom left corner, we're going to have what I believe is MaSsan. I know a little bit about MaSsan. He's not top tier, but he's still a good pro gamer. But I have not heard his name pronounced myself, so I believe it's MaSsan. And then in the top right corner, the blue Zerg, Idra. And everybody knows Idra, a fairly popular player himself. And we'll bring up the production tab. And of course, as I said, this is a pro match on the map Cloud Kingdom. So let's see how these two guys are going to mirror one another and what action is going to go down. So far, nothing too bizarre out of either player, just droning up for now, sending their overlords across the maps into positions that they want to be happy with. We should be seeing fast expands out of both players. So just keep an eye on that. It doesn't look like either player is planning to block, which can be difficult to do with, the ZVZ match here. However, as you just saw, MaSsan has grabbed a pool and a gas. Actually, both players are doing that, so they're definitely not doing a fast expand build that we normally see in so many maps. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That's just going to obviously be some early speedlings. I would assume we may very well get the Baneling v. Baneling play that happens a lot in ZVZ. That's part of what makes ZVZ so much fun for me. But obviously, being Pro League, it's going to be a little different than what I'm used to casting, which is good. I mean, it's good to mix it up and get some different stuff in here. And that is a big part of why I am now casting Pro. And there is that expand for Idra. Just being a little cautious, wanted to get his Lings available before he did indeed expand, which was a good call considering MaSsan, I believe is what it is. Anyways, MaSsan got his own pool as well, so it was a good call by Idra to grab his. We should see a expand out of MaSsan, it looks like. Yes, indeed, there it is. So they're mirroring each other pretty accurate. The only real difference right now has been the gas. MaSsan got gas way earlier than Idra, but Idra got his natural a lot sooner as well, as Idra's is almost done and MaSsan's is only about at a quarter. A lot of overlords just starting to populate the map. Obviously with ZVZ, there isn't a lot of anti-air running about, so you'll see a lot of these overlords just camping and having parties all over the place. Queen down there for Idra. Does he have a second one as well? No, but it is on the way. It's just about to be done. So he'll be watching those larva timings. And it should actually pop larva as soon as it hits. There it's out. And there goes the larva. Right on cue. Perfect timing there by Idra. Even getting the larva on the natural as well. And here is a decent amount of Lings. Looks like we got about 11 Lings headed out there. Actually, there's 12. I missed one. And that Queen is going to try and take out that Overlord. However, he should be far enough away that he's going to just be fine. Queen's got some heck of a range on her, though. And here come the Lings into Idra's base. They bypass... Oh, they do not bypass the main because Idra's blocked it off with a Queen. However, they do try and take down that Spine Crawler. They do indeed do it. And they're going to bolt out of there. They don't want any more of those Queens. However, they almost were able to catch a few drones off guard. They're going to... just a lot of ZVZ goodness there, but MaSsan is forced to pull back as those two Queens are causing a lot of issues for just a few Lings here. It looks like Idra's going to go ahead and take out that neutral supply depot. Maybe he can put his Spine Crawler closer to the ramp or something, but you can see both players grabbing Spine Crawlers and whatnot. Roach Den going down for MaSsan as well as a Baneling Nest. Wait, no, that Baneling Nest is for Idra. Ho ho, we've definitely got some different build styles coming in now, as it looks like MaSsan is going to go for Roach and Idra is going to go for Baneling. And unfortunately for Idra, banelings are not the best thing to throw against roaches. So if Idra doesn't react, which he's just now seen it, you may see a cancel on that baneling nest. Although it is very, very close to being finished. It seems like he is going to keep it for now. It looks like it's going to finish. The evil chamber goes up as well. And again, Idra's kind of blocked off here as well as MaSsan was earlier. 3 queens actually, as well as a spine crawler and a bit of a wall. So these lings just aren't going to be able to do much here. However, he can contain MaSsan for the moment. And Idra himself is warping, or morphing, evolving, whatever. He is getting some banelings, so we'll need to watch that baneling action. And so just kind of a Mexican standoff for the moment. Or a regular standoff too, I guess. Idra is grabbing a third though. He's taking the advantage of kind of having MaSsan walled in here or contained. And he is going to grab an expansion, which will come in very handy, especially if we're going into late game. And Idra takes the advantage, tries to get in. A queen does block it off, though, and only 2 actually managed to get in. And he lost about 3 lings there. But he still has sort of this contain going on. Almost caused some serious damage for MaSsan. Could have gotten those lings into a worker line and done some serious damage. But not the case. A very nice block off by MaSsan. And Idra is now grabbing his lair. So that should come in handy. Probably going to see some infestor play or something like that. However, MaSsan moving his queens out here. He might end up losing a queen. However, some nice transfuses. And Idra is forced to pull out. And MaSsan now has roaches on the field. And that is going to force Idra to go home. The contain has been broken. And MaSsan may actually go for a contain himself. Need to keep an eye on this army as it streams across the map, and he may very well end up taking out this third if he catches Idra off guard. Here come the lings. One goes in for the attack. There go the rest. And here come the roaches ever so slowly. Here come a few lings by Idra. However, that is not going to be enough to do anything, especially against that roach ball. And Idra has forced to pull back, and he indeed is going to lose this third. Fortunately for Idra, he had no workers there yet, so there's no workers to lose. And there go the lings. And it looks like Idra is going to counter with a small harassment of lings. However, this might be difficult with 2 queens here. As long as they transfuse each other, there's not going to be a single issue here. A couple roaches come down. Oh, he almost loses that queen, and oh, wow. That queen was down, I believe, to 1 hit point. It only says 2 there, but I think he was down to 1 hit point. Just ran out of energy to transfuse and almost lost that guy. 1 more Zergling hit would have done the trick. And now Idra's returning the favor from earlier, chasing MaSsan's overlords out of his base. Get the heck out of here. I don't want anything with you. And Idra has transitioned into his own roaches. He's got quite a decent ball going on there. He's actually doing a bit of long distance mining as well from his third that is trying to reestablish itself. And there indeed we do have the infestation pit nearing completion. So we should see some infestors out of Idra very soon. However, he is pushing out with his roach ball. And he is going to attempt to try and take this third. However, MaSsan has a sizable roach ball there of his own. And here we go, roach v. roach. A few lings moving in, but they are quickly dismantled. And who has the better roach army here? It's hard to tell. They're pretty even. However, MaSsan has had some reinforcements come in, and Idra knows it. He now has to pull back, giving MaSsan the option to chase and kill off a few straggling roaches. And now MaSsan has the distinct advantage. Idra is in trouble. However, he does indeed have some reinforcements of his own, and now should have the advantage of his own now that he's on his own turf. And it looks like MaSsan is going to swing up to the top to attempt to take out the third again. However, Idra has predicted this, and MaSsan is actually going to pull back his troops there. Looks like a queen going after another overlord right there. So these armies are just poised to go at each other very soon, and whoever takes it could indeed take the game. And Idra is supply blocked, doesn't have any infestors over here, and MaSsan does. This very well could be the difference in the game. A fungal goes off. Almost every single roach is contained within that fungal. Can he maintain it? And boom, he does. Idra GG's right then and there. A very fast game by these two players. And congrats to MaSsan for taking that win over Idra. And it really just came down to these infestors getting off a brilliant fungal at the right time. And a little bit of supply blocking going down on Idra. So, well played by MaSsan. And I am, of course, Zoronden. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. If you liked this, please do thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you lots more Starcraft 2 matches as well as pro matches. So stay tuned for that. And I will thank you all for watching. And I will see all of you next time.